Hey guys, JP Guy here, back to play some more Banjo-Kazooie. Last time we finished off this stage, but we have to come back for one more thing. We need to come back to turn into an alligator. I'll go ahead and cut over to why we needed to turn into an alligator, and I'll explain then. Okay guys, I'm back here, right next to the Freezeesy Peak puzzle that we completed last time. I was kind of going to do this for you in the last episode, but I kind of got distracted by delicious pizza that was in the process of being made. It was delicious. I did enjoy it. That was probably over a month ago. It's been a long time since I've recorded, so it's nice to be back. But here we have Cheato the Spellbook. He's got magic spells for us, essentially cheat codes that allow us to improve some of our carries, so we can have more eggs and more feathers. So we get one spell for every time we find Cheato. It says we can input blue eggs in Treasure Trove Cove, and that will give us something special. I'll give you a hint though, it's more blue eggs. I'll go ahead and cut to Treasure Trove Cove then. Okay guys, before we make it back to Treasure Trove Cove to put that cheat in, I just wanted to point out that you don't have to go back into the level to change back into Banjo-Kazooie. You can just cross this little area right here and you'll automatically change back. Alright, I'll go ahead and transition once again, hopefully to Treasure Trove this time. Okay guys, we're back here with Leaky. That was the wrong move. How do you poop eggs again? Nope, that's not it. Hopefully I can recall how many times I've put in the wrong button. I don't know if that counter will be accurate anymore. But anyways, we have lowered the water level for the sand castle, so we can go ahead and put in the cheat. Now, if I remember correctly, it is blue eggs. Now, this cheat is something that you unlock in the game. So I kind of consider it as like a kind of more of an upgrade than an actual cheat. Let's see, I can't remember where L is. There it is. BL, I think use right here. Go ahead and type in blue eggs. Now the nice thing is we can reuse letters, unlike we did previously. I guess I kind of mentioned that, but that was a while ago. Now we have 200 eggs. That lousy cheat for extra eggs won't help barren chicken legs. I almost said bird. Guess wrong. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and cut over to where we're going to start next. Okay guys, one more little thing that I want to take care of before we enter the next level. By stomping on the switch in Bubblegoop Swamp, we have another Jiggy spawned. It's behind those bars, but we need to go get, we need to find another way to get in there. Which is up this way. This will also lead us to future levels. This is kind of the way we would need to go anyways. So here we have this pot in the middle. We actually want to hop inside it. And it turns out that will lead us back into the previous room. It'll all make sense in a second once I actually do it. First of all, we need to activate this switch right here. Shock jump pad will appear and it will circle around the pot so that we can jump inside. Let's go ahead and walk over. I guess I want to preface right now, I am really tired. I did not sleep very well last night. I had a graveyard shift for work today. So if I sound a little bit exhausted, that's the reason why. But I really wanted to make sure that I got this episode out. I'm hoping that you guys get it the day after I'm recording this, the regular schedule, but got that jiggy. let's go ahead and head back here again so that we can get into the next level, get that started. We obviously won't be able to finish today. We already did a good amount. I'm a little bit disoriented on the time because I did a lot of cuts. So I don't know how long this episode has actually been so far. But I imagine that most of my time is going to be cut out. Anyways, well, we don't need to do it quite yet. Breaking that web will be very useful for us in the future to get another Jiggy. For now, we don't quite need it, but we will need it soon. Now, we already opened up Freezeesy Peak, which is actually my favorite level in this game. It just has an awesome element. It's snowy and has a bit of a Christmas feel to it. I just love the music. Bottle just told us... I'm having a hard time speaking. Bottles just told us that there is one more move that we can learn here. But before we go look for him, I just want to point out these sad children. Wow, where's our presents? Our dad Boggy said he was fetching them. He's been gone for ages. Wow. They have a picture of Boggy, the dad on the left, and the 3 kids. They're all sad because Christmas is ruined because their dad is irresponsible. Anyways, turns out he's actually right here. Groan. My stomach aches. I shouldn't have eaten that shiny thing. Someone help poor Boggy. So it turns out, if we try to ground pound on him, it does absolutely nothing. We need to do something else. Hopefully we'll be able to do that relatively soon. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. No, rather, I probably will get sidetracked, so I probably forget. I think what we should do first is this Jiggy. Got a little present here. Let's open it up. And there's little Christmas lights inside. They're the Twinklies. Protect us from the twinkly munchers as we hop across our tree. If enough of us get there, we can light the tree for you. Unfortunately, the first guy got eaten. Can I keep this one alive? I have done terrible so far, guys. It's all about timing, and I have timed it poorly. You can pretty much have like half of these munchers eat your Twinklies, whatever they are, and you can still make it pretty close. I may have messed up one time too many. That timing was really bad. Oh, dang it. I don't know if I'll make it, guys. You know, if the Twinklies were smart, they would like walk around the little holes where the munchers pop up, because you can clearly see where they're going to come up, right? On another side note, it's kind of odd that there's this particular species of animal that eats Christmas lights. I don't know if I've ever met an animal whose primary diet is Christmas lights. That's kind of an interesting side note. I kind of pointed out mainly because it's something that I've never really thought of before until now. I'm getting my butt kicked by these ice cubes, which is kind of embarrassing, but we got them. We're good now. So, we decorated the tree with lights. Now we have a switch on the back that we can shoot with eggs. This is a little bit easier to do if you already have the move. I guess maybe a little bit faster, not necessarily easier, but you can do this Jiggy a lot faster if you have the move that Bottles will teach you. Bottles is right there, but we need to hurry, so we're going to go ahead and hold off on that until we get this. So essentially, the Twinkly told us to fly through the star. I think we have to do it 3 times. And it's kind of the general Banjo-Kazooie rule. It's like if there is a key or a star hole that you need to go through, I mean that you need to activate somehow, you just fly through it a couple times and that'll make it work. And that just spawned us a Jiggy, so we can go ahead and grab that here inside the tree. I just love this level so much. You know, like I mentioned earlier, there's a Christmas element in this tree. There's just something that's so warm and inviting about the music. I think that's one of the main reasons why I like this stage. It just makes you feel like it's Christmas time and you're with your family next to the fire. As it's like really cold outside, but you're nice and toasty. I feel like this song kind of captures that really well. Unfortunately, I can't hear it super well because since I'm recording, I have the volume on quite low. And here is, let me, if I can actually get it. Here, come on, Banjo, cooperate with me. Why can't I reach it? There we go. There is Jiggy number 1 for Freezeesy Peak. Let's go ahead and fall all the way down. If we fall right into the middle of the hole, then we'll be just fine. If we land on the side, we'll get hurt considerably. So now that we got that Jiggy, let's go ahead and learn a new move from Bottles. This is our only move that we learned in this stage. And we're almost up to the point where we know all the moves. After this one, we want to have one more move in the next stage. And we'll be completely done learning moves. So Bottles is explaining that when we're flying, we can actually propel forward like a kind of missile so that we can attack in the air. It's kind of a dangerous move. You can actually hurt yourself a lot if you crash into a wall. But we're going to use it a lot in this stage. I didn't want to fly just yet. I was trying to jump, and I just happened to be on top of the flying pad there. So before we move any further, I just want to get these Jiggies. I mean, not Jiggies. Get these notes. Wow. I'm going to struggle with this one. It's been a while since I've played, so I'm kind of struggling. Well, I got it anyways. I didn't really land on the platform. And on a side note, we saw that Mumbo token that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Now here we have these really mean snowmen that throw snowballs at you. We want to take them all out because they're a nuisance. But to be honest, right now, since I'll probably do this in 2 parts, I don't know if I want to kill them quite yet. Let's go ahead and grab these notes. I don't know if I'm doing this the most efficient way. So we have this walrus who doesn't like me. He doesn't like that I'm Banjo the bear. He's got a Jiggy in his hand, but he won't give it to me. We'll figure out a way to convince him to give it to us, though. We'll just have to have Mumbo help us in the near future. We're actually really close to the amount of Mumbo tokens that we need to do that. We are only 1 Mumbo token away, which is pretty awesome. We've been doing really good. We haven't really struggled that much. Oh, there we go. 20, perfect. So we have enough Mumbo tokens. I didn't point it out, but while I was climbing around in the tree, there was actually a Christmas present. And these are the presents that we want to give to the kids. There's 3 presents, 1 for each kid. We're able to find 2 of them. The last one is the hardest to find for sure. Let's go ahead and go for some of the quicker Jiggies, just so we can kind of get a little bit more content into this episode. I know that I've been kind of running around a lot. I mean, I guess I did a lot of things outside the level. Some of them are a little bit tedious, though. On the snowman, there are these 3 buttons, and we want to use the new move we just got to push him in, and that spawns a Jiggy. let's go ahead and grab it. Now, I didn't mention this yet. If you've noticed, I haven't really jumped into the water at all. That's because this water is ice frigid. It's similar to... oh, I got hit, but didn't take damage. It's pretty awesome. Like I was saying, this water right here, it's similar to the Bubble Scoop Swamp water in that it'll hurt us if we touch it. Now, it's a little bit different because it's a lot deeper and it's just cold water instead of prana filled. But if we use the boots, then we'll be able to avoid getting damage. Whereas, you know, we could use the Wonder Wing to avoid damage in the swamp. We could just kind of wade through with the Wonder Wing and use our gold feathers. We can't do this here because the water's too deep. I'm going to miss a couple of these feathers, but I'm okay with that as long as I get all the notes. We're doing really good. We're already about halfway through. We already are halfway through all the notes in this stage. At this point, we're really high, so we want to be careful not to fall. Of course, I say that, and probably will. Now that we collected all these notes, real quick, before I forget, I want to jump over here. Get this Jinjo. Then, while there is more stuff to collect upwards, maybe I'll go up real quick. I think that'll be a good idea. Now, here is the last present that I was talking about. We want to go ahead and grab that. I believe there's a flying pad on the end of this nose, and there is, just like I thought. Top of that, inside the pipe of this snowman, there is another Jiggy. So let's go ahead and grab that. I think that puts us at number 3 for this stage. Yep, number 3. And we're about to get 2 more really quickly, so that's pretty good progress. We're going to go ahead and slide down this ginormous slide and land straight on top of Boggy. To be honest, that would probably kill someone. Both the person who's on the sled and the person that's being landed on. But in this video game, it cures Boggy of his stomachache. Turns out the shiny thing that he ate was a Jiggy. Let's go ahead and let Kazooie eat it instead, which is kind of gross. The fact that Boggy originally ate it, and Kazooie eats it now. It also makes me wonder, how is Kazooie able to eat it without having a stomachache? Because apparently stomachaches do exist in this universe. Anyways, you know, the funny things that I never thought of before just all come into mind now. But here we go, we gave the kids presents, and so they're all happy, and their presents are dancing with them, which is pretty cool. They never actually open the presents. But they're happy. And you can kind of like right on top of the present. Whee! I remember that stop and swap that I mentioned earlier with the eggs. There's also an ice key that you can get. I thought forever, before Rare really revealed what they were meant to do, I thought you had to do something inside there in order to get the ice key. I spent a lot of time in there unnecessarily trying to figure out how to unlock the ice key. Hopefully we'll get to that. I actually don't know for sure if the ice key's been collected or not already, like the other egg was, which would be kind of disappointing. I kind of wanted to show you guys at least what one of the collectibles look like. So what we have left, I think right now is the time that we want to turn into this stage's transformation. But I'm going to cut it off right here. I know that's kind of a jerk move a little bit, but I've been recording for about 26 minutes, and I really want to make sure that this video gets out tomorrow to you guys on time. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and show that you liked it by hitting that like button underneath. Thanks for watching. Bye!